Yo, welcome back to Kai Speaks, bro. First of all, I gotta start off these videos by saying I appreciate all the love and support that y'all been showing on these videos, man. It's really been helping me grow and slowly start accomplishing my goals of, getting to 1,000 subscribers. We're at 100 and something subscribers right now, bro. Just been continuing to grow every single day and really achieve that new level of success that we've been wanting, right, for this year. We've slowly been growing, trying to get to newer highs, but right now we're trying to get to a point where we can get a little bit better, right? Trying to get to a point where, we can slowly start seeing that we actually achieved certain things that we wanted to, that we've had on our vision board for the year, for the month. One of the biggest things that I wanted to talk about today, bro, was your mindset and your habits, right? And I say this because your habits really make you who you are, right? Um, I heard something about something that really clicked in with me, and it's from listening to podcasts. Which, by the way, I've been listening to a lot more podcasts lately because whenever somebody says you need to be around who you want to be, like they say, the average like the 5 people you hang around is your net worth, right? And it's not the best, but one of the biggest things that I did to change that, while still being able to hang around my friends, still being hang around family and stuff like that, while still trying to get to another level of success, is by listening to podcasts. Because that is a certain way that you can be able to still hang around people while being able to hang around those people with higher incomes, higher net worths, and whatever it is just listening to podcasts, reading books, watching their videos, right? Like that is the best way to hang around those people, but I actually hang around those people, right? Because in order to hang around people that have crazy networks, you have to have a decent amount of money yourself, right? You have to have enough money to go into these expensive clubs, these expensive golf clubs, these expensive, events or whatever it is, and that is like an overall, like you already have to be kind of set up in order to do that. But right now, if you just need free game and you need to spend time with people with a higher net worth, people with that may strive for more in life that you want to achieve too, the best thing to do is listen to podcasts, watch YouTube videos on them, and read books, right? That is the best way to hang around rich people without actually hanging around them. I go to say this because one of the biggest things that I've been hearing along this podcast that I actually just recently heard is called a decision fatigue, right? And a decision fatigue basically means that you're, by the end of the day, you probably make the worst decisions because you're so tired of making decisions. So what you do is, like, let's say you want to wake up early, for instance, right? You have a set time that you want to go to sleep. So you'll be like, okay, I'm gonna be in bed by 10 o'clock and I'm gonna try to go to sleep. But in all reality, you're probably going to sleep around 12 or 1 o'clock still, because you're scrolling on TikTok, you're scrolling on Instagram, and you're scrolling through all the social media. And I never really noticed this until they said this, because it was something that I just so casually do on a day-to-day basis at night. Like, I'll say I want to go to sleep early, but then as soon as I get in bed, I'll scroll on social media and not even realize how I'm getting like caught in like the loop and just not really thinking about anything. And I think, and what the lady was saying was, she was saying that basically when you're in a decision fatigue, by the end of the day, you don't want to make any decisions, right? So that's why you just scroll through Instagram or scroll through TikTok, because there is no decision through anything. One of the biggest things she said about this was, when you're on YouTube and you're scrolling, right, looking for a video, and you're looking at the little trailer parts, or on Netflix and you're looking at the little trailer parts, but you're not actually picking a movie. Like, you spend more time picking a movie than you do actually watching one. I think that's one of the biggest things about decision fatigue, is that you do a lot of things that are basically like a waste of time, especially at the end of your day, right? Because at the start of your day, you're making probably the most amount of decisions you make. She said everybody on average probably makes 35,000 decisions in a day. And that's a crazy amount of number. That's a crazy amount of time that you have to think. And as a person that's in my field, I do this a lot. Like, I make decisions every single day. What am I going to record today? What type of short am I going to record today? What angles am I going to get today? Like, I make a lot of decisions from when I first wake up. So by the time it gets to like noon, like 5 o'clock, I don't want to make decisions anymore, right? And this leads me to, really kind of waste my nights and not really stick to my plan, right? Of trying to wake up early or trying to go to sleep early. One of the biggest things, and the reason why I'm bringing this up, is because it's something that really helped me think about, okay, how can I better myself, and how can I slowly like cut down the decisions that I make in the morning. One of the biggest things that I can't really cut down is trading. I make a whole bunch of decisions um while trading, whether that's what am I going to get in this trade, like, or am I getting in this one? Like, I make constant decisions in trading within like a 3 hour time span. So of course, I'm sure that's what does the most draining mentally out of me that I don't even realize. And then going to the gym, which machines am I going to hit? Like, it's little stuff like that that a lot of people don't even notice that they do, that makes them, you know, fatigued, right, mentally. And one of the biggest things that I want to start doing in order to cut this down is just cut down the decisions for myself and be able to say, okay, I have, and even this sounds crazy, but when you used to do it in middle school, it made it a lot easier because your clothes were out already. It's setting your clothes out before, putting your clothes out for you to wear tomorrow, so that way you don't have to make a decision on what clothes you're gonna wear. You just wear those clothes, right? And it really just cuts down a lot of time. Because have you ever just spent like 30 minutes trying to look for what you're gonna wear, and you've passed by multiple clothes sometimes, but you just don't know what you're gonna wear, right? But I genuinely think this will cut down some time between, like just not really being lazy at night. And it's such a huge thing because in order to be better, I need to structure my whole days and to become successful, right? So I need to structure my mornings into doing everything I do in the mornings already, and my afternoons for whatever I do in the afternoons, right? And then my nights preparing me for a successful morning, preparing me for a successful tomorrow, right? So I think one of the biggest things that I think everybody should apply to their everyday lives is thinking about that. Okay, I'm like at night when you're struggling to go to sleep or you're struggling to put down your phone, um, just think about it as a decision fatigue. The only reason why you're scrolling on TikTok, on Instagram, and things like that, and you're not really picking any videos is because you're not making a decision. Your brain's fatigued and it doesn't want to do anything after that. So scrolling on Instagram, scrolling on TikTok is one of the easiest things you can do, right? But man, that's really all I had to say for this video, bro. I really hope y'all take a lot from this video. Um, the podcast that I've been watching has been really huge. Like all the podcasts that I've been watching a whole bunch, and I really the big thing has been helping me grow. And it's like another form of reading without reading, right? Like I really love everything about podcasts. I've learned a lot so far, even just from I started listening to the podcast. I want to say this month, or maybe yeah, I'd say this month so far. But and it's really just helped me grow, bro. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on my socials at KaiSpeaks05. And if you're interested in my day trading journey, follow me at Kai Academy 05, where I post all my day trades from January to now, bro. And y'all can see me grow going through that journey, right? But I hope y'all enjoy this video, man. I hope you make the most out of 2025. Peace.